popular, everybody? Friday morning reload.
Every day reaching toward the light. And you know that's a long way ahead of you. But when your will gets you there, things will turn out right.
Hey, what's popular, everybody? So today we're going to be messing around with the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel's Angela from the Marvel Legends line. Okay, so real quick, this is not really a review, just kind of messing around with her. We're gonna take a look at her, and then I'm gonna make some comparisons, and then we're gonna fuck around a little bit. All right, so real quick, for anyone who's not familiar with this character, okay, so she was originally a Image character with Image Comics, right? And she appeared in the Spawn series comics, right? So if you don't know anything about no Spawn or no Image comic, Spawn is owned by Todd McFarlane. Image is a comic studio that McFarlane started with some of his pals and buddies. Now, the specific character, Angela herself, was conceived by Todd McFarlane and one of his buddies who's a writer, Neil, I think it's Gaiman. Swear me away in the comments below if I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Gaiman. Gafford. I don't know. But so she first appeared in I think in Spawn 9, and then she went on for a few runs, and I do remember her giving him some slipping him some tongue in the animated storyline, even in the comics as well, right? So I guess you could say kind of a love interest because she came to hunt him, and then at some point she kind of protects him and such and so forth. And then she became really popular when the other angel hunters came after her. So that whole twist on the angels period was a pretty dope storyline within Spawn, within Image Comics. Okay, so Neil and Todd got into some beef later on, and kind of like a little brawl, a little. I wouldn't call it a full out like rap brawl, like on the level of Meek Mill and Drake / game to Tupac versus Biggie. I put it somewhere at a Common Sense versus Drake. Somewhere, right? And Neil won that battle, and then he sold the rights to the character to Marvel. Marvel then introduced her as Age of Ultron, and then at some point she became a part of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy, who she is now teamed up with, right? And then she's also supposed to be Thor's lost sister. I think that series was Original Sin, maybe? Aldrif, which is a sucky first name. Odin's Daughter, because it's Odin's Daughter, Dottir, not daughter, Daughter. Like that whole Odin's son thing I always thought was weird too. So your last name is basically your position with your father, or your lineage to your father, I guess. That's weird. The figure itself is actually one of the better figures, and to be fair, Marvel Legends have been doing a very good job with their female characters, right? So that's just putting that out there and being honest, right? Using that famous female skull you've seen on Rogue and Storm, and pretty good balance of colors on her. You got the gold here on the boots there, a little bit of what seems to be like a dark blue or purple. I think it's a purple because it matches with the gloves here, and you got some red there, gray. That red, a little bit of a paint mishap here, not a big deal. The gauntlets here are gold as well, and they're actually a separate mold because you can move them around, right? So that's pretty cool. Same thing on this side. So silver with a little bit of red there, purple on the gloves, gold there, and you can move it around. These shoulder pad deals are pretty sweet. This is a soft plastic and it's mounted to the actual shoulder, right? It does kind of get in the way just a little bit, but it's not a big deal. And then same thing on this side. So she doesn't get a full range of motion as far as going up, which kind of sucks. But because it's soft and it's kind of like it's tabbed in back there somewhere, so you can kind of move it up a little bit and kind of force it, but then you might snap it off. So she's got these little soft I just want to call them straps or something. I don't know, like I don't know, laces or whatever, but they're a soft plastic. Orange mode. A little bit of detail in the sculpt there is cool, and that makes me feel good to see they're putting like so much effort in this character. Almost like they cut a side deal. Like, listen, if you're gonna put Angela out, you got to do a good job. Damn it. Here, silver, brown, studded. That's nice. Really nice sword sheath there. Gold on the sword sheath, brown there, textured pretty decently. Her hair sculpt is fantastic. A little bit of dry brushing wouldn't hurt. And I think I actually may do a little bit of painting on this figure because I actually like it. It's really nice. And then you got some gold, some what's supposed to be gold here on the little angelic head pieces. And they're soft plastic as well. And then you come in real close, you got the face sculpt. And the face sculpt is nice. Not much emotion in it, but it's not really killing me. Oh my Jumas. Cape cloth bit here. So, hey, she got a few little bits and pieces that make her really stand out as far as the figures go that have come from the Legends line. You got this little gauntlet thing here. I really dig it. It's one of the best figures they've done so far. The skin tone is really nice. Ab work is popping. She's looking good. Now, weapons kind of suck balls just a little bit. There was an earlier version of Angela from the McFarlane line. That had, it was their first initial Spawn line, right? This is from the Art of Toys line, so it's obviously going to be a little bit better, right? Just minus articulation. I don't understand why McFarlane will not step his game up on articulation. Like I've heard him make the arguments about, you know, the cuts and, you know, tearing up the sculpt and all of this bullshit. Yeah, come on, Todd. Come on, man. You're my favorite artist, bro. Really, you are. You are the reason why I even got into art nerd stuff, period. I mean, straight up and down, right? But damn, you fucking up on the toy side, right? So this is the sword that she comes with, right? Soft plastic, just a little bit of that orange gold, supposed to be gold plastic here, and then it's painted along the sword deal, right? The problem with this sword is that, and that's not a major problem with the actual figure, but I mean with the actual sword, but as far as it fitting into the sheath here, there are some issues with that. I don't know if you guys. And you guys that actually had the figure have this problem. If you do or don't, hit me in the comments down below and let me know. Oh, God. It's too big. She can't take it all. I have no morals. Don't let your kids listen to this shit. This will fuck them up for life. What we can do is we can take a very slim file. This is a little slim file you can pick up at any Walmart or anything like that, right? And we can just kind of stab it inside of here a few times and try to slim it out, right? And I'm not going to do it all on camera here. I just want to give you the idea, the concept of it, right? Do that a few times, and that should make it open it up a little bit in there so that sword can fit. Right, she also comes with these little axe deals here. They kind of suck, so I'm not really very fond of these. Orange plastic there with the brown hilt. Nothing terrible, just, you know, they don't really look like weapons. They look like fans. Like if you're from the South, like I'm from the South, right? We had the gospel churches, the Baptist gospel churches. You had, you know, old school, you go on a Sunday and it'd be hot as fuck inside of there, and they give you these fans. If you're in a black church, typically those fans have like Martin Luther King or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're like in a, let's just say, not black Baptist church, it may have like white Jesus or Abraham Lincoln. So I fucking know. That's so fucked up. But yeah, she comes with those. Don't really give a fuck about those. McFarlane's came with this sword, which is obviously 10 times better than this sword, right? So yeah, and it just goes back to what I was saying as far as McFarlane really putting in the work on his stuff, right? You can see the paint detail is on point, right? It's really nice. It's kind of grimy there with the nice copper gold accents and the blue, and then the light blue wash there. It's really nice, really nice. And then she also came with this little knife here, so that's pretty cool. And the way it worked was maybe missing a weapon, because she also had something that could hook onto this. Maybe it was her sword. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's fuck around with it. Yeah, maybe not. Was it this little guy here? You got any little guy? No, not that. So maybe it was a sword. I don't know. Fucking well, that's just broke. So it shouldn't have hard plastic pieces on soft rubber pieces. That doesn't make any sense. So just taking a quick comparison of this figure versus this figure. A lot of soft plastic goods here to really give her all of those angelic like lacings and everything like that, which really makes this figure stand out. The detail of the hair sculpt is phenomenal. Like, that's crazy. And it's multi-layered, so you got it here and as well as having it here. Now the face, I don't know. You tell me what do you prefer on the face sculpt, right? Because obviously McFarlane's is painted better, but I don't know. Neither one of those faces really strike me as being too phenomenal. I guess you could probably fix this one here with some, get a Christina Cruz paint job on that, and it'll be on point. It's not bad, but you know Christina Cruz could square that shit up. And this one is just, she looks really like she had a operation in the past or something. I'm fucked up. But I do like the head bit better on this one. It's with the paint and everything like that, so that's cool. And it's not fair to say let's compare this to that, right? Even though when these were released, they were around the same price as Legends. So, but obviously they don't have the articulation, so they wouldn't win there in that fight. But there's a lot of things on this one that this one didn't have. Like even here, these are the same bits for the most part, right? But here, it's McFarlane. You got the studs, you got texture here, you got some nice shimmer on the paint there. It's really cool. You got a little bit of the bronzing going on under here. The neck jewelry is popping. You feel me? Yeah, just going. Got the shoulder bits up there. You feel me? She's doing it. She's doing it big. She's got the loose jewelry. And it really makes it stand. Now, there are some design elements that I prefer from this one than this character, right? But like, for instance, McFarlane always had these characters, these big foot boot things, which is kind of dope. It's because it's kind of different. It's kind of off. And then you look at all the different things it has on it, the different levels. It really makes it stand out, right? So nothing against it at all. It's just, you know, it's not articulated. So goddamn it takes away from everything. So here's what I'm going to bring all this shit up for. I'm going to take bits off of this and put those bits onto here, and just to spruce her up a bit, right? Just to make her look more warrior-esque. You feel me? Right?